Hello, my amazing second grade artists. Today we're starting a new project. We are going to be creating these fun owls out of Model Magic, and they will be on this nighttime background. So I'm going to show you how to do all these things. It's going to be lots of fun. So teachers, before you begin, you will be given these are just cake rounds, cardboard cake rounds. One side is white and the other side looks like cardboard. Go ahead, teachers, and prep the cardboard side with the black gesso that I provided. So it'll just take one coat. I just squirt some right on there, paint it on, and one coat's all that you need. Let them dry, and that's what the kids will get started with. So once they're dry, you'll give every student one, let them put their name label on the back, and we're going to begin by talking a little bit about owls. So in your lesson plan, I have a video I want you to show the kids. It's 5 fun facts about owls, and it kind of tells you the whole title of that. Talks about owls. And then I have a picture here of an owl that I got off the internet. I love owls. I have an owl that lives near my house in some trees, and every summer for the past few years he comes in the evening, just right before it's getting dark. He comes out and we can see him flying around, and he jumps down in the grass and finds bugs and different things to eat. And he's an owl just like this one. This is called a great horned owl, and they have these feathers that come up on their heads, and it kind of looks like horns, so that's why they get their name. Look at their big yellow eyes. Owls are really cool because they can rotate their head all the way around. They have really good hearing and they have really good vision or seeing. So they can see teeny tiny little bugs from far away and swoop down and get them. So I think owls are just really, really neat creatures. So the first thing you'll do with your black circle that you've been given is you're going to make a outside scene for your owl. So you're going to use metallic markers. They'll show up really good on this black paint. And so you're going to make whatever kind of outside scene you want. So everybody's can look different. But it needs to be a nighttime scene. So I'm going to make a moon. So a moon, sometimes moons are round, or sometimes the moon is round, right? So sometimes it's not. This is a half moon. Sometimes it's just a little bitty sliver. So you make your moon however you want, but I think I'll do something different and I'll make a circle moon. It's a full moon tonight. So then I'll just go in and color it with my silver markers. They show up so good on this. And remember, when you're coloring, we go in the same direction, and I'm going down the ladder. So you see how I started at the top and I'm going across, working my way across so it looks nice and neat. Okay, there's my moon. And now I may want to put some stars. I think I'm going to take my gold marker and I'm going to you could make stars that look like dots. You could make stars that look like this. That's a little harder. I don't know if you'll be able to, but you can try. And then also you can make stars that look like this. You make an X and then you cross through it again. So you make however you want. I'm going to just go all over. I might want to bring in some of this pretty purple and do some stars. Look how it shows up on here. So pretty. So you'll cover that, and then you'll need to make a branch. See how I have a branch for my owl to sit on? You can make it whatever color you want. I think I'll use this maroon color. And I'm just going to come down here near the bottom and make a line that goes all the way across. It doesn't have to be a straight line because branches aren't perfectly straight, are they? Kind of goes down. And then I'm going to make another branch that comes off of the main branch. Kind of like that. And then I would just color it. This time, I'm going to go up the ladder. I go in the same direction, and I'm climbing up the ladder, and it keeps me going really nice and neat and straight. I may turn it this time. Now I'll go down the ladder. So I go across. But make yours look different than your neighbors. It doesn't have to look just like everybody else's because you want yours to be unique just like you are unique and special. Just gonna color that all in. So pretty. And then maybe my branch has some leaves. So maybe I'll just draw some leaves on here. Leaves can be these elliptical shapes. It's kind of like a football. Doesn't that kind of look like a football before you color it in? You can make leaves all over or however you want to do it. So let the students just get their backgrounds however they want. Encourage them to all look different. And then we'll make the owl. So I'm going to kind of pull mine down here and show you. Now it's going to be up to the students as to what colors they want to use for their owls, or you can just give them colors, but try to let them be creative. But we're going to start by making the main body of our owl. Mine is blue, but you can do whatever you want. I think on this one, I'm going to go with red. So I'm going to take a ball of red Model Magic, and if it's a little bit hard, you can just squish it in your hands and it'll soften up. Whatever color you want. And teachers, we've done some Model Magic with the first grade where we mix the colors, so you can let them mix colors if you want and create a tie-dyed look. That could be a little more interesting. So you just do that, let them do that however you want. You're going to roll it into a ball. You can use in between the palm of your hands like I'm doing, or on the table like this. Then you press it down, and we want to get a really big body. So I'm going to start kind of making it bigger. Do you see how I'm kind of pulling and making it bigger? And what happens if you mess up? You know what you can do if you mess up? You can roll it back into a bowl and try again. So I'm making this. See how that's going to be a pretty good size. I'm almost getting too thin here, so I'm going to stop. Then we're going to give our owl some texture. See the texture I put on here? Texture is how something feels. And I put these circle textures on here, and I used a rubbing plate like this. And it has all these textures. And teachers, you've got different ones. Let the students decide which one they want, and they're going to press their Model Magic on it to pick up the texture. You may have to, if they press too hard, it could stick really good, like too good. So you may have to kind of help them get it off. You just gently peel it off. You don't have to press too hard. Help them get it off, and then there's going to be your body for the owl. Okay, so let me pull my other one. So they would put that on their branch and glue it with some Elmer School glue. So just put a little glue on the back. It doesn't take a lot. And then glue it is sitting on the branch. Okay. This one is more oval. This one is more round. So either one is fine, however you like it. Okay, now let's make the wings. So you decide what color wings you want. I think I'm going to use blue for my wings. So I'm going to start out with some blue, and I'm going to roll it into kind of a long oval, almost like a cylinder. Do you see how I've rolled that into that longer shape, like a little coil? I'm going to press it with the palm of my hand, and then I'm going to kind of make it like a wing shape, maybe more narrow at the bottom. And see, it's going to fit on there just like that. Let me add some texture to this. So I'm going to go back to my texture plate, and I'm going to look at all these different textures on there and see which one I want. I think I want some of that. So I'm going to gently press it, pull it up. You barely have to press it. Then I'll put a little glue on the back of this. Make sure I'm in the camera. And then I'm going to stick it on here. It's like halfway on the owl and halfway off. Okay, let me do another one. So I'm getting my model, I'm getting some more blue. I think I need a little bit more. I'm going to roll it into this long cylinder shape. I'm going to press it with the palm of my hand. There it is, and you can make it longer or wider if you need to, really gently. I'm going to pick up whatever texture I want. I'm just really gently pressing. You don't have to press hard. If you press too hard, it's going to stick and it'll be hard to come up. And then there's my pretty texture on there. And then I'm going to glue that to that side. So I'm going to put some glue on here. You don't need a lot. Whoops. And that'll happen sometimes. But I'm just going to pick it up and go with it. Okay. So now it's halfway on and halfway off. Now we need some eyes. On my original one, I used white, but I think I'm going to use yellow. Because, you know, that owl in that picture I showed you a minute ago was yellow. So I'm going to make 2 small balls that will be the eye. So I roll it into a ball, and then I'm going to press it flat on my table. Add a little glue. There's going to be 1. Do it again. Flat. Another 2. These are going to be a little bit closer than my other one. They're all going to look different, and that's what's going to be neat. We'll make the black pupil in just a minute. And that one's a little bigger than that one, but that's okay. And that's how it's going to be with your students doing it. So now I'm going to make the pupil. That's the center part of the eye, the black. They just need a teeny tiny little black. And teachers, in between where you're just using little pieces of this, keep them in Ziploc bags, and you can use with other classes. All right, I'm going to make the other one. Sometimes when Model Magic, like on this, is sticking to Model Magic, you don't even have to put glue. That's going to stick together. And then you could even come in and take a pencil and press in there and get another little texture on the eye. Now let's make the beak. I think I'm going to make the beak black. You can do whatever color you want. And so I'm going to roll a small little round shape, and I'm going to press it just a little bit, and I'm going to use my fingers to try to turn it into a triangle, because a beak is kind of a triangle shape. You see how I've kind of made that a triangle shape? So use your hands, do that. I'm not going to put glue. You can put glue if you want, but this is just going to stick onto the already wet Model Magic, and it'll stick on pretty good. See, there's my beak. And then let's make the little feathers that come up that look like horns. They're not really horns, but that's why the owl's called a great horned owl. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing as I did for the beak. I'm going to roll a little ball, kind of flatten it a little bit with my fingertip, and then turn it into a triangle by pinching one of the ends. So this time I am going to put some glue on the back, and it kind of sticks up here on the top. Help me get my other one. I'll make it into a triangle. And like I said, if you mess up, all you have to do is roll it back up and try again. That's what the neat thing about Model Magic. So teachers, see how creative your kids can be with these. I can't wait to see them. I'm going to put them on Artsonia. Some of these may even go in the art show. They're going to be so great. Make sure they've done their whole background so it really stands out. Let me show you my finished one again. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.